We want to hear what experiences and skills and knowledge you will bring to this court and how you're going to leverage them or to locate these skills within the 5 or so jurisdictions of the Supreme Court.
Thank you, Chair and Commissioners. I consider myself eligible for consideration to the office of Supreme Court Judge on the premises that, in my estimation, I have a feel and experience of all facets of Kenyan, both as a Kenyan citizen and also my competence in legal practice. I grew up in an environment where, in an environment of want, I went to Kiplombe Primary School. I went to Mother of Apostles Seminary. I then went to St. Patrick's High School, then came to Nairobi University. And through all those levels, it was hard work, enterprise, and studies that took me through all that. I then entered into legal profession now for about 30 years. And I have both national and international experiences. I have represented all cadres of people. I have gone to all legal forums and even non-legal forums. And the wealth of all those experiences, my lady and commissioners, are such that I would contend that makes me very qualified for this. A little more on the issues of where I've appeared. I appeared in tribunals, I appeared before commissions, I appeared before magistrates all the way to the Supreme Court. I have represented judges, I have represented advocates, I have represented other people. I mentioned particularly representing advocates and judges just to make the point that those are the best judges of my competence, and if in their evaluation they thought I could represent them, then it is a strong statement of my competence. I think the type of works I have done, the results I have produced, are such that they also strongly comment on my competence. I will not pretend to know all the law, both in terms of statutes or precedents. I will not pretend. But what I can say for a fact is that I have the competence to identify what the issues are, to be able to analyze them, to be able to research and familiarize myself with what I need to determine. And this is born out of experience. I have represented people outside the country where I've had to learn other legal regimes and systems, and particularly the confluence of common law and civil law at the ICC. I have had to study and analyze the operations of sports law and represented athletes on sports law. And the legal regime, I appeared even long before the legal statutes were quite in place in Kenya. And so there was near vacuum on what we need to look out for. And it was through my research and enterprise that I was able to familiarize myself and be able to represent them. I have also appeared in the East African Court in Arusha, and that required of me to look beyond the statutes that apply in Kenya, to look at the statutes that apply in East Africa and internationally. And the accumulation of all those experiences, my lady and commissioners, are such that I contend that I am in a position to be of service to the judiciary at the level of the Supreme Court.